Every morning, millions of us reach for the same ritual and wait for it to kick in. That warmth, that lift, the sense the day just got its engine back. But look at what's actually in the cup. No calories, no fuel. Nothing in a black coffee can become energy. There's none in there to give. Whatever caffeine is doing to you, it isn't handing you power. But tiredness has to come from somewhere. All day, your neurons are busy, burning a fuel called ATP. And every time they spend it, they leave a little molecule behind, adenosine. It builds up. The longer you're awake, the more collects, sleep pressure quietly filling up. You feel heavier at 11 at night than you did at 8 in the morning. That's adenosine risen. It isn't a toxin your body is fighting. It's your brain quietly keeping score of how long you've been awake. And that count is exactly what caffeine reaches for. Not your fuel, that signal. If it isn't giving you energy, what is it doing to adenosine? So here's what it's actually doing. Every neuron in your brain is studded with tiny docking slots, receptors called A1 and A2A. Adenosine, that tiredness molecule, is shaped to fit them exactly. When it docks, it flips a switch. The cell quiets down, and you feel it as drowsiness. That's the slowdown signal, working as designed. Now bring in caffeine. Put the two molecules side by side and the trick is obvious. Caffeine is close enough in shape to adenosine that it slots into the very same receptor, but it's a counterfeit key. It fits the lock and won't turn it. Caffeine docks, occupies the seat, and sends no signal at all. The cell never gets the message to slow down. Pharmacologists have a name for this, a competitive antagonist. Adenosine's real job was to put the brakes on, to keep dopamine and adrenaline calm and measured. Jam that brake, and those systems get a freer hand. They run a little hotter than usual. That wired, sharpened, slightly too awake buzz is just your own dopamine and adrenaline, running with the brakes off. Caffeine added nothing. It only took the brake away. But notice what caffeine never did. It never removed a single molecule of adenosine. The signal is hidden, not cleared. And underneath the blockade, adenosine is still being made, every second, piling up with nowhere to dock. Picture a tide rising behind a dam. The receptors are held shut, the water keeps coming, and the pressure just builds. A dam only holds for so long. Your eyelids turn to lead. Mid-afternoon, the coffee quietly fades, and the floor drops out from under you. Foggier, slower, more done for than before you touch the cup. That sag isn't random, and it isn't in your head. Remember the tiredness piling up behind the dam, while caffeine sat jamming the gate shut? Right about now, the gate gives way. The reason lands in one number. Caffeine leaves the body slowly, and pharmacologists measure that with its half-life. The time to clear just half a dose. In a healthy adult, it averages about 5 hours, ranging from 3 to 7. Follow a single afternoon cup through that math. A coffee at 2, half of it gone by 7, half of the rest by midnight. So as you finally settle into bed, about a quarter of that 2 o'clock coffee is still moving through your blood. It never fully left. For hours, the caffeine held those receptors shut, and adenosine kept stacking up behind them, unheard. Then the caffeine clears, and the receptors open all at once. Every bit of that backed up adenosine floods in together. The tiredness doesn't just return, it lands harder than if you'd gone without. So that's the true shape of a single coffee. Not a gain, but a loan. Now run that same loop every day, for years. But you don't drink it once. You drink it every morning, and your brain notices. Block the same receptors every day, and it adapts to push back, building more of them so the signal still gets through. The same cup starts doing less. The dose that used to light you up barely registers, and slowly you need more just to feel normal. Now normal runs on caffeine, and the trouble starts the day you skip it. All those extra receptors are still there, and adenosine slams into everyone at once. Within 12 to 24 hours comes the headache, the fog, The short temper, real measurable proof that your brain now leans on the drug to feel like itself. So picture two people. One never touches caffeine, a steady, level normal all day for free. The other drinks it daily. Overnight, with none on board, they sink below that line into withdrawal. The morning coffee lifts them back up. Not above normal, just back to it. In 2013, Rogers and colleagues measured exactly this. For regular drinkers, that first cup mostly reverses the withdrawal that built up overnight. The boost you feel is you climbing out of a hole the caffeine dug the day before. So here's the fair question. If the cup is really just hauling you back to a line non-drinkers live on for free, is it worth it? Yes, actually. Caffeine can still sharpen a rested brain. But it only rewards the people who use it deliberately. And that depends on when you drink it, how much, and the body you were born with. You can steer this. Once you understand the mechanism, the practical rules stop being arbitrary advice. Staying on the right side of it comes down to three things you can actually control. Let's start with when. In one controlled study, people took a single 400 milligram dose 6 hours before bed, and it still cut their measured sleep by more than an hour. Most of them didn't notice. 6 hours out, the drug does damage you can't feel. So set a hard cutoff in the early afternoon, 8 hours before bed. 400 milligrams a day across everything you drink is the ceiling the FDA calls safe for most healthy adults. Roughly 4 to 5 cups of coffee. Under it, you're fine. Well over it, the jitters and the crash are the bill. Pregnancy is the clear exception. The guidance drops to under 200. But the right dose depends on who's drinking it. Hand the identical coffee to two different bodies. One clears it by afternoon, the other's still processing it near midnight. That's a gene called CYP1A2, sorting you into a fast or a slow metabolizer. And it can matter. In a 2006 study, slow metabolizers drinking 2 to 3 cups a day had significantly higher heart attack risk. For the fast group, that risk never appeared. So use it on purpose. Time it, cap it, and learn how your own body actually clears it. Caffeine can't create energy. It borrows against later. Used with the clock, it's one of the best tools you've got. Used against it, all you're doing is moving your tiredness around.